Hello, and welcome to a review of augmented reality in education. This review is done by Stormy Daniels for EDCI 568. As we begin to discuss augmented reality, let's find out what it is. Augmented reality is a kind of computer-generated reality that intends to duplicate the world's atmosphere in a computer system. An augmented reality technology creates a combined view for the user. The composite view consists of a real scene viewed and a computer-generated scene with additional information about the object or place. The benefits of using augmented reality in the classroom are increased student engagement, both visual and interactive learning, learner-based classrooms, student creativity is shared through the use of layered student products, and app smashing is not only possible but required. App smashing requires that students use multiple tools to create products that document their learning. In augmented reality, these products created are then layered together to create magic on the screen. Augmented reality helps teachers to add digital contents with lots of information as well as geographic locations about a place or object. Digital information appears on the screen when you scan any object or place using your tablet, phone, or smart device with augmented reality technology. Some things to consider when talking about augmented reality is that it's internet required. The layered content is stored on a server and then pulled down when the images are triggered. Teacher training will be required, just like with any technology tool. And this technology is device-centered, meaning if you simply place a trigger image on the wall, it's really not magic. It's not magic until a device is used to scan the trigger image using an augmented reality application, and that image will come to life in a way intended by the creator of the augmented reality. Aurasma is an augmented reality application that allows you to overlay any video or image on top of anything that your tablet, cell phone, or any other mobile device can scan with its camera. While there are many augmented reality tools on the market, for the sake of this review, all examples and tutorials are made using the Aurasma app. The purpose of this is to give the user a place to start with augmented reality. According to the developers, the Aurasma augmented reality application is quite popular. There are more than 70,000 users in 100 countries. Aurasma claims that it is the only mobile app that allows users to generate and share their augmented reality experiences. We will now look at some examples by subject area of the ways augmented reality can and is being used in the education setting. For math, we've probably seen this too many times. A student is very frustrated at home with their homework and has nowhere to turn. Augmented reality to the rescue. You'll notice the student uses her device, chooses the augmented reality app Aurasma, scans a trigger image or just a simple image out of her book that the teacher has layered with an overlay, and like magic, a tutorial pops up that's teacher created. So the student not only gets help, but they get help from their teacher as a refresher of what they learned in the class. Once the student views the refresher, they are then able to go back to their homework and solve the problem. For reading, this app is very powerful, especially to lower grade students. Here's an example of an Aurasma book review.
So this is an example of Aurasma. I've got a book display right here, and I've got my iPod Touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my touch screen. And I've got the Aurasma app open. So you notice that through the touch itself, you can see the books. And I'm going to put, just take 2 minutes.
Hey, do you like
funny stories? Do you like fairy tales? Well, I'll tell you what, the Stinky Cheese Man and other fairy tales. And right now, the app is recognizing the image of the fairy tale phone, really humorous, and it's showing a video. It's a hilarious book. Book or two that I really funny stories. Check it out, the Stinky Cheese Man. Hey, do you...
So that's a teacher-created example. Here's a student-created example. Even the trigger image or the poster on the wall is student-created. The student simply scans the trigger image with the device using the Aurasma app, and her overlay pops up. You'll see her overlay is a video that is created by her classmates. For social studies, probably the most popular application of this is that using the $20 bill. The developers of Aurasma have created this as an incentive or an insight into what Aurasma is capable of doing. And this works with any $20 bill. For science, the uses of this augmented reality are endless. I have found an example of a kindergarten student.
Okay, so I've used ChatterPix as my overlay for this aura, and hopefully when I scan over the picture, the ChatterPix video is going to pop up.
Corrugated porcelain is hard to ride only because it was bumpy on one side and the other side was smooth. It had a board, but easy to ride on both sides because it was corrugated porcelain.
For art, usually students see 2D or flat images. Augmented reality changes that for our learners.
Augmented reality can be used in amazing ways in the classroom. You can use it to engage your learners in the content you want them to understand.
You'll notice the trigger image is on the board, and the student scans it with the device and brings the story to life.
Or see if they understand the concepts taught.
Yeah, we got it right.
So all of these are rather awesome, and digital displays using augmented reality have really transformed the learning environment. However, students can't take the walls with them. So it is suggested that interactive notebooks are used to record the trigger images or as a place to keep the trigger images so students can go back to them, and allows them to dig deeper into their interactive books. So how to create these amazing displays and interactive learning experiences is very easy. I will show two different ways to use Aurasma to make augmented reality come to life. In the first example, the teacher has created an account, and all images and recordings are previously saved. We will use a computer to create aura. That is what the augmented reality lessons are called, auras. So I clicked on Create New Aura. I said yes. Selected an existing. I'm making a read aloud for my students using this passage. So I selected the trigger image. It's loading the trigger image. And now I'm selecting the overlay or the video that I want to pop up on top of it. And the overlay is simply a video recording of me reading the passage. I save it. I suggest users save it as a file they'll understand, and so it's easy to find. And that's it. And then I'm able to preview, and you can see what will happen. All you have to do is really just scan the screen to see if your Aura worked. The student device method is so much easier, or teacher cell phone, using an iPad or a cell phone. If you use the Aurasma app, it's very simple. You just follow the directions. It says to choose overlay right here. And I choose the overlay. Remember, the overlay is a video or website or content that you want on top of your image, the magic that you want to happen. The next thing you'll do is capture a trigger image. The trigger image with the phone, you just simply take a picture of the image you want to trigger. And so I just took a picture of the passage. So when a student scans the passage, my read aloud will pop up. The last thing I do is position the overlay or the video, in this case video read aloud, on top of the trigger image where I want it to pop up on the screen. And just like the computer version, you can move it around. I then name my file the same as I did on the computer, added it to a channel, and I have a reading channel. So the students are able to find that read aloud. The research and examples provided prove that augmented reality is a game changer in any learning situation. Implementation of such a tool will not only enhance the learning environment for students, but also bring relevancy to the content areas being taught by applying them to real-life situations. I hope you've enjoyed this review and that augmented reality will change your life in the classroom and make learning more engaging. To learn more, please view my references.